What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. This is what we're going to be doing in this video. As you guys can see, this is a ready-made polo collar. If you're doing a normal polo shirt, this is what you're going to be using for the collar area, right? Or if you're making a joggers, this is what you're going to use for the band of the joggers. So in this video, we're going to be using this exact same thing to do our neck design step by step. This is what you're going to be having. So we are going to do this step by step. So if you like the video, make sure you give the video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're yet to subscribe to the channel. It's actually just a very basic design that you guys are going to love. You can use this for any kind of style you want to do. You can use it for your design, you can use it for a shirt, you can use it for whatsoever you want. So make sure you give the video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. And just in case you want to learn more about fashion, a link will be below to my website where you can enroll in the beginners, advanced, or the professional class. So let's get straight into the video. So here I already joined the shoulder, as you can see right here. I already joined the shoulder of my cloth. This is what I am having here. I already joined the shoulder, I already had the shadow facing and everything. So the first thing we are going to do now is to cut out our neck opening. We have to cut out the center of the neck. That's what we're going to measure before we insert this collar itself. This is what you're going to be using for collar. This is a ready-made collar, right? So we're going to insert the collar itself in between. But first, this collar, this is quite wide. I'm going to still cut this collar. It's going to be a total of 2.5 inches wideness. So I'm going to cut 5 inches. So I'm still going to trim this part out because I want this white and ash side to be the one that's going to reflect in the front. So this is something that I want to reflect, something like this. Something like this is what I want to reflect in the front. So I want to reflect this white and ash at the front. So I'm still going to have to turn this a little bit. So I'm going to trim out this excess part, right? So I'm still going to trim it out. So this is how it's going to look like, all the way like this, all the way like this, all the way around the neck, just like a normal collar, like a normal English collar, right? So firstly, the thing we're going to do now is to cut out our neck. So now the depth that I want on this one, depth that I want is going to be a total of, from here, the depth that I want is going to be a total of 16 inches in depth. 14 inches, let me work 14 inches in depth. So I'm going to mark 14 here. From this center part, I'm going to mark 11, like around 10 inches. So this is where the collar is going to start. This is where the collar is going to start, all the way like this. Because it's still going to overlay one another all the way like this, round the neck and come back. So here, I'm going to open this up. So don't forget, you're going to only cut out the front panel, right? You're going to only cut out the front panel and leave the back panel just like this. So now from here, from this center point right here, I'm going to measure my 10 inches. Depending on how deep you want it to be, I think I'll just work with around 8 inches actually. 8 inches. 8 inches is okay. So the total opening that I want here is going to be 2.5 inches. So here we're going to have 2.5 inches. So I'm going to divide that 2.5 inches by 2, right? 2.5 inches by 2 is going to give us 1/4 of an inch. That's 1.25. 1.25, 1/4 of an inch. Mark that. You can see. So from that 1/4 of an inch, I'm going to connect it to the neck area here. See that? I'm going to connect to the neck area here. So here at this corner, because we actually need a notch at this place in order to hold our placket, I'm going to slant this place upward like this. You can see. So this is what we're going to use to hold the fabric inside. So once you get that, the next thing is to simply cut this out. And I'm also going to trim this part a little bit, maybe like half of an inch at this place, all the way around. All the way around like this, all the way around the neck. So that it's going to be last for the sewing area, right? So once you get that, I'm just going to simply trim everything out from here. Together, just like this. Do that. Once you get to this stage, you see that. I'm just going to make a notch like this. This is what we are going to like fold inside when we are doing the lock stitch. So here now, if I open this up, this is what we are going to be having. You see that? This is exactly what we are going to be having. Just right here. Just right here. This is what we're going to be having. You see that? So the next thing is to simply embed this inside here, just like this. See that? Simply to embed this inside here. So first I'm going to reduce the wideness of this. So now in order to reduce the wideness of this, I'm just going to measure from here. Let me please put this at the side. From here, I'm going to measure 5 inches. 5 inches in total. 5 inches. 5 inches. See? So I'm just going to connect that together and simply cut out that part. Then I'm going to simply fold it together like this. Fold it together, then we can do the turn up. So here is what we're going to be having. So I'm just going to fold this backward just like this. Now I have to simply align this all the way from here. So I'm going to stitch it to this fabric like this. I'm going to stitch it from the back and simply do a turn up, which is going to be, so you can see what is reflecting in the front. The only thing that's going to reflect is going to be the fabric. Then it's going to go like this. You see that? It's going to go like this. Then it's going to turn like this. So let's go to the sewing machine. You can see, and this side is going to still come like this. So the only thing that will reflect is this white and ash. That's what I want to reflect in the front. So let's go to the sewing machine and do the stitching. So at this place, all you have to do is just to join this side together like this and get your center point. Get your center point, you see that? And also on this one, join it together just like this and get your center point where your lock is going to start. Rubber keeps slipping around. That's just like this. The center point. You can see what I have. So don't forget, we are going to stitch this together in double. I'm going to double stitch this together just right here, all the way down to this place. So let's go to the sewing machine. So you can see what I have here. So firstly, the first thing you're going to do, you can see we still have some ruffles here. First thing you're going to do is on this side, if you look at these edges, this place in which we finish our sewing, right? I'm going to notch here, but here you just have to notch only the fabric. Just notch only the fabric, just here. You can see, just start notching the fabric. You can see, notch it to where we lock our stitch. So that corner right here, you can see that. So if I turn this to the front, you're going to notch both sides, don't forget that. So if I turn this to the front and I place this inside, just like this, you see that? Place this inside, and also here, I'm going to place the side also inside, just like this. You can see what I'm having, just like this. This is what that side is going to look like. You see, on the downside you can see how that side is going to look like. So here you're going to be able to like do this finishing from inside here. We're going to lock it up, but before we do this finishing, right, this place has to balance. All these edges that are rumbles, I will take it to the ironing table, iron it, make sure it is balanced before we do the lock up, because all those excess has to go inside of the fabric itself. And also this side you can see all of the excess has to go inside of the fabric. Then we can do the lock up from here. So let me go ahead, give it a good ironing, then do the lock up, join the sleeve, and our design is ready. So after stitches, this is what we're going to be having. You see this, see how this is looking. See all we have here, as simple as that. So at this place you're going to do a top stitch. You're just going to use a piece of piping, a piece of bias to just lock this place up. So if they are looking from the inside, what they are going to see is just this piece of fabric inside here. So this is what you're going to be having for the neck. So all I'm just going to do now is to join my sleeve. I'm just going to like join my sleeve, and the outfit itself is absolutely ready. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to show you guys the finished product. Here is going to be our final result. As you guys can see right here, you can see what we have here. Here is going to be our final result. So all you have to do is just to give it a good ironing, do the finishing, join your labels and stuff, and that is it on how to make this simple design. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are yet to subscribe to the channel. If you want to learn more on how to do clothes and designs and stuff like that, a link will be below to my website. So go ahead, enroll, and I will see you in the next class. I personally single-handedly picked these two videos for you on the screen, so go ahead and watch those two videos next. See you in the next video. Peace.